Super Duties on the ground. Better get to Baxley and Woody Folsom Ford. Man, you can buy a new F-150 XLT for up to $13,000 off MSRP if you're a Farm Bureau member and finance with Ford. Or choose 0% for 72 months.
Get up to $3,500 off sticker on Ford Super Duties. Talk to Kevin and the Ford team about that free lifetime powertrain warranty. It rocks.
WoodyFolsomFord.com. Better get to Baxley and get much more truck for your truck bucks.
Save big bucks on your trucks at Woody Folsom Ford. And hey, get tickets and info about the Alma Lions Club Big Buck Contest. Coming October 19th at Morris Johnson Stadium from any Alma or Baxley Lions Club member. Only one Ford dealer's got your best Ford deal. And he's Woody Folsom Ford. Better get to Baxley and get you one.
Celebrating 50 years as the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
WIFO-FM, Jessup.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Dan Bishop, a Republican President Trump campaigned for, wins a special House election in North Carolina.
I hope the Democrats in Washington are watching this incredible victory and realize what they're doing is not working.
He had about 2% more of the vote than the Democrat Dan McCready. Greg Murphy, another Republican, wins yesterday's other special House election in North Carolina. A New Jersey man, Richard McEwen, 26 years old, is accused of tearing up President Trump's golf course in New Jersey with his car.
He was spotted on the 11th hole back on September 3rd. Then he was at it again less than a week later over on 13. He now has been arrested and charged with criminal mischief after causing some $17,000 in damage. McEwen, no stranger to the law. He was arrested in August for breaking into Taylor Swift's home in Rhode Island.
That's Fox's John Saucier. America is listening to Fox News.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network, The Candidates with Brett Baer.
I'm not looking at Washington's economy in micro, but it's not any different really than any other state in the far west.
Yeah, no, it's harder to run on an issue than it is on your personal record, and we haven't heard a whole lot about the Governor Inslee's record. As Brett was saying, it's actually not particularly good when it comes to the issue of environmental regulations and getting what he's wanted passed through the legislature.
Subscribe now to The Candidates with Brett Baer wherever you get your podcasts or foxnewspodcasts.com.
Fox Nation is the place for exclusive content you can't get anywhere else. New opinion shows from Laura Ingraham, Tucker Carlson, and Tommy Lahren you can only get by signing up for Fox Nation. Plus, the real stories behind the headlines. Documentaries on Chappaquiddick, Jimmy Hoffa, and more that you'll only find on Fox Nation. More of the opinion done right you crave? It's on Fox Nation. Documentaries and specials you can't get anywhere else? They're on Fox Nation. So go to foxnation.com today and sign up now for Fox Nation. Opinion done right now.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
For the best car wash at the best price, then go to the new Nips Car Wash, located at 459 Highway 301 South, down from McDonald's in Jessup. Nips Car Wash features state-of-the-art IQ automatic car wash system. Every car or truck that enters the automatic IQ wash system is scanned to capture its unique vehicle profile to give you a great car wash every time. Nips Car Wash also features 2 self-service bays where you can choose from a variety of accessories such as foam brush, tire brush, bug off, wax, clear coat, and spot-free rinse with powerful blowers located in each bay to top off your car wash experience at an affordable price. For the best quality car wash around, go to the new Nips Car Wash located down from McDonald's on the left on Highway 301 South in Jessup. That's Nips Car Wash with a state-of-the-art IQ automatic wash system on Highway 301 South down from McDonald's in Jessup.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
Good morning. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Butch Hubbard here with you along Bob Morgan. What day of the week is this, Bob? Wednesday. And, of course, it is 9/11, September 11th. And the world-famous Butch and Bob Show being brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup. And also brought to you by Nips Car Wash on Highway 301 South, just past McDonald's on the left-hand side. And, Bob, we got guests in here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Who do we have in here this morning? Bob, you were just sitting there just having a great conversation with him.
One of my favorite people in the world, Mr. Garrett Pye in here. From
Garrett Pye?
The Mummy.
The what?
The Mummy. I can't never forget that. It was a classic day. Should have been at the hospital. Instead, you wrapped it up like a mummy and went out there and played in that game, which I thought, well, this is crazy.
Oh, Garrett Pye, the owner and operator of Smart Physical Therapy here in Jessup.
Baseball. We went up to Americas. Garrett got hit in the eye with a baseball, and we were already down to 8 players because they threw out Adrian Saxon for running over the catcher, which was the worst call in America.
I agree.
So Garrett's over there, and he's bleeding profusely, and I'm saying, you got to go to the hospital. He said, we can't go to the hospital. We have to forfeit the game. I said, some things are more important. Your eyes. And they said, no, just wrap him up. So they wrapped him up like a mummy. We stuck him out in right field. Hope they didn't hit the ball to right field because he couldn't see anything.
They did.
So I called him the Mummy.
It
was a great day.
You took one for the team there, Garrett, and
great memories.
Continue to play through it, huh?
Yes, sir.
I can still picture Adrian Saxon coming around third, and the throw is way up the line, and Adrian does everything he can to avoid the guy, slides in the home. We're all excited because he's going to pitch the championship game. We have to win 2 out of 3. Right. Garrett's pitching this game, and they throw Adrian out of the game.
Yes.
And I said, you can't throw him out of the game. He's my star pitcher. He's going to pitch the next game.
We lost a lot of players.
We lost a lot of players. That whole team got injured.
Yes.
I think Brad Jones got hurt.
How many years ago was that?
This is years ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, y'all were young whippersnappers then. Yeah.
I'll just never forget. We went to Americas. They had 3 high schools combined for their all-star team. They came dressed like the New York Yankees, pinstripe. We had our Wayne County T-shirts and our shorts and looked like a ragtag bunch. But we fought them hard until we threw my boy Adrian out of the ball game.
And so they had Garrett Pye wrapped up like a mummy, and he still played.
He took one, and he knew if he left, we had to forfeit the game. They wouldn't let us play with 7. We were already down to 8. So
that was good memories there.
Yeah, good time. But anyway, he's in here to talk about a special program he's got. He's now came back. He went off to school, came back, got a business, successful business. I hear from a lot of your patients, man. They have nothing but great things to say about you.
And this is a Smart Physical Therapy here in Jessup. Okay, go ahead, Garrett Pye.
Yeah, it's been. I've been practicing for 12 years and currently owning Smart Physical Therapy for a couple of years now. It's been a long road, and it's very hard to please everybody, but we definitely do our best. I think the biggest thing I wanted to get on the radio this morning to talk about, I'm kind of catching drift. I think patients need to understand it's their choice where to go and what facility to choose. So if a physician or a doctor or family doctor decides if a physical therapy is warranted for a patient, the patient needs to understand it's their choice where to go.
Okay.
If I would rather a patient choose than any, because that's obviously where they're going to be the most comfortable, where they feel the most comfortable, and probably have the most success.
Right.
But with us, what we do is we take pride in our one-on-one treatment. We spend a lot of time with the patient, and we break a sweat with them. I mean, I lay my head down at night knowing I did the best I could do. And that's all I could, and that's how we all practice. We all team up. My partner's Nick Child, who's with us this morning, and Clayton Connors, who's currently working our Baxley office, and Lee Bishop, who's currently working our Waycross office. Lee Bishop and I are he and I are both part owners in the company.
Okay.
But nonetheless, we all take pride in giving the best care we can. If we have a patient that may not be progressing, we all bang our heads together and try to figure out which direction to go. But that was the biggest thing, is I wanted to make sure that patients had their choice where to go. We have locations in obviously Jessup, Baxley, and Waycross, and we're looking to expand as well in other counties. But the biggest thing is we stay up to date on the current research. We currently are doing dry needling.
What is dry needling?
Basically, it restarts the inflammatory process. So it works really good on chronic condition patients, but it's dry needling. It doesn't use medication. It's an acupuncture-sized needle, but it's not acupuncture. Whereas if dry needling, if you have a pain in an area, typically the connective tissue, the tissue around that painful area is knotted up. Mm-hmm. Blood flows a little slower to that area. You know, the mobility is a little bit less. So we use the needles by twisting. It stretches that tissue, improves blood flow, and it's about a 75% success rate in our clinic. I've done the numbers on it, and 75% respond.
Okay.
We also are doing instrument-assisted, Nick and Clayton as well, that soft tissue massage, which that's basically using this little stainless steel tool that we run across your soft tissue, and it works really well. It improves the mobility of the tissue, and also helps with trigger points and other things like that. But so again, we're staying up to date on the newest. We're the only ones in town certified with the dry needling. We're, to my knowledge, the only one doing instrument-assisted soft tissue massage as well. So we're constantly on the up and up with things. Nick does. He can talk about kinesiotaping and some of the things that he does as well.
Kinesiotaping.
I haven't seen that store.
So the brand I use is called Rock Tape. I'm really big on taping for certain movement patterns, just to promote movement with a patient. I use it a lot on my athletes. Get a lot of football players. Thank you, Wayne County football. Also baseball players, but just to help reduce pain with certain movements as well. So
what kind of treatment is this, Nick?
The taping technique. All right, so
if I'm in there, what am I in there for? What will you be doing to me if I need this taping technique?
Well, let's just go for a simple thing: knee pain. Let's just say you're bending your knee, having a lot of pain. I'll use a certain taping technique, one to support the kneecap, or like with a shoulder patient, get a lot of pictures with throwing at a certain point where they have movement. If I need certain scapular movement or just a shoulder move a certain way or just support, I'll tape to support the shoulder as well.
Now, does that tape stay on during their performance? Or?
Yeah.
When does the tape stay on? When do you put it on? When does it come off?
So with this brand, I've actually found it lasts longer than normal. It's waterproof. You can swim with it, bathe with it. So it's actually, it lasts about 3 to 5 days.
Okay. So it helps an athlete with their performance.
Very, very much so.
Okay.
It's just if you try to take it off a little bit early, it might be a little bit painful and sticks pretty well.
Okay.
So
it basically takes a little strain off the tendon as well.
Right.
I think it assists the motion. So if a tendon's under strain, I think it helps give it a spot, for lack of a better term. So it takes a little strain off it, so the athlete can still go back on the field with less pain or discomfort.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
But yeah, that's pretty much what we do. But that was the biggest thing. I want to make sure that everybody understands that it's their choice where to go. If you have any questions, give us a call. You can come by I've offered a free assessment for, I don't know, since I've been in Jessup, and I don't think anybody's taken advantage of that.
A free assessment?
I don't know if that's a good thing or not. If anybody has any questions or anything and wants to come by and let me look at them or whatever for no charge, I'll be glad to do that.
So where you're located?
Yes,
so where the business
I'm
located?
located right across from Dr. Hendricks and Dr. Harris's office, right on Peachtree Street. Our number is 559-2071. So our address is 360 Peachtree Street, and Clayton Connors, Nick Childs, and myself are there pretty much full time Monday through Friday. So if you have any questions, give us a call at 559-2071. And again, we're located on Peachtree Street, right across from Dr. Hendricks and Dr. Harris's office.
How did you two guys get in the physical therapy business? What kind of training did you have? What kind of schooling did you have?
I personally went through 9 years of college after I graduated from high school. That's the requirement pretty much in a nutshell when you combine everything. But I went from Bruton Park on through Georgia Southern up to North Georgia College, which is where I obtained my physical therapy degree. I could get into. I got into physical therapy for one reason. I watched my dad go through knee surgery, and it was pretty interesting. How he was taken from work because of his knee, and anyway, he got back to work. I thought it was pretty cool. I wanted to get in on that side of the healthcare. It's undescribable feedback when someone is actually able to go back to work or do simple things like reach into cabinets again and grab a dish, or even go up a step with less pain or no pain. That's the kind of stuff we get up in the morning for. Now, so far, knock on wood, I haven't regretted coming to work. Not one day in the 12 years I've been doing this. Shockingly, I have a crazy drive with this, and I'm hoping I'll never be complacent, and I hope I keep learning and doing the best I can.
You see a lot of patients, as they said, unfortunately, they come in, they're in pain, knee, arm, whatever. How do you know how far to push a patient? Because I hear from a lot of patients, they say, that there, he's tough.
I know. Well, if you have surgery, it's going to be painful. It is what it is. But we do our best to respect the patient's pain, but also we really take note. We're trained on how the joint feels. So if the joint has a little stiffer end range or a softer end range, it just depends. If it's a little more on the softer side, and we got to go with it. We got to get that motion before it locks up on them. And that's the thing about it. Speaking of surgery, you always want to stay local. We have great orthopedic surgeons in town. We have great family physicians in town. I think staying local, people don't realize the advantages of that other than the actual surgery too. You can get a hold of me and I'll get a hold of the doctor right then if you can't, so there's a lot of care here that I don't think a lot of people even realize sometimes. But anyway, so I went off on a soapbox, but yes, that's how we do. We're trained to feel the joint, and that's kind of how. But it's painful sometimes, especially after surgery. But the biggest thing is if you have pain, loss of motion, headaches. We also treat vertigo, which is dizziness, and anything like that. We just give us a call, and we'll help get you in the right direction.
Well, I've been trying to hear, Garrett, y'all probably wondering what I've been doing with this computer here. We have a text that people can text in comments and questions and stuff like that anytime, especially during the Butch and Bob Show, because we can't answer the phone. We're talking live on the air. But you've got some fans out there, Garrett.
That's good.
All right. I've been trying to get to them, and they haven't been popping up like they should. It says, Garrett Pye is great there at Smart Physical Therapy. Got a lot of success from a recent big shoulder. He's a shoulder patient. Wow. And apparently y'all helped him real good.
Good, and I'm glad.
That's got to make you feel good. A person comes in, they got these pain, they got their problem and all that kind of stuff, and then after X amount of treatments, you've got a patient that's doing so much better.
Yeah, that's the rewarding part. And I always tell, and I hope this patient knows that too, but if you ever have problems with that same joint, you come back in, and I will do no charge, and I'll treat that shoulder again, because my goal is for you not to have problems with that joint again. And sometimes that may happen, 5 months down the road. But I want my patients that have seen me to understand that if they come back if they're having the same problem again to come see me, I will not charge them, and I will get them the best I can get them. I try to tell everybody that, but that's how I go.
Okay, Garrett Pye here with Nick Child this morning from Smart Physical Therapy. And another text that came in, Garrett says, Garrett is a great therapist and a good guy.
Oh, well, that's good. Hey, save that. And,
save that
one. Yeah. He was raised right. He's got good parents. That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay, another one that just came in. People can text in questions and comments to us at 912-427-3711. Our regular business line is text enabled, and if it's working correctly, it pops up here on the screen, 912-427-3711. Also, Garrett, another text that just came in, says, my wife was seeing Garrett there at Smart Physical Therapy for care. Told him about my back pain. He gave me simple stretches to do, and it worked. He also completely fixed my wife's frozen shoulder joint.
Good. And that reminds me of another scenario. Patients that do well, they need to get the credit too. They go through we're just worker bees. They go through all the pain and torture, for lack of a better term. They have to, once you start therapy, it's like a full-time job. And those that do that and approach it in that manner, there's not a better medicine than the will to get better. In my opinion,
you got to have that. You got to have that.
And those patients that do well, they need the credit too, because it's a lot of strain on the family, and it's a lot of work.
Okay, another text that came in, it says, Garrett Pye taught me to walk again after my December 2011 accident. I owe him forever. He's the best. Thanks, Jason Weaver.
Oh wow, yeah, and Jason was my classmate, so. Now that's good, and Jason, he worked hard as well. Of course,
some people put their names on there, most don't.
Yeah, that's all right.
If they do put their name, I'll put it on there.
And Jason, as you can tell, he works hard at what he does now. So that goes without saying.
Okay, someone just texted in. Do I have to be referred by a doctor to see Garrett for any joint muscle pain, or can they just walk right in?
You do not have to be referred. Our profession has passed what they call a direct access.
Okay.
So you do not need a doctor's referral. Now, most insurances cover direct access, which is no referral, and some don't. But again, we can find that out for you, and it's not a big deal.
And one thing that Garrett wanted folks to know this morning is that's your choice on what physical therapist and therapy group that you want to go to. So if you're going to a doctor of any type and they say that you need physical therapy, you have the choice. They may suggest, they may whatever, but you have the choice on what physical therapist you want to go to. And Garrett Pye here and Nick Child,
Clayton Connors,
and Clayton Connors, and to go to Smart Physical Therapy. Your choice on which therapist you want to go to. And Garrett and Nick this morning want to let you know the fact that it's your choice on which physical therapist you want to go to.
That's an important point to get across. That's what you'll make sure, because a lot of people don't know that.
They don't, and it's shocking. I mean, but it's so fair for the patient to sit back and go, I'll go here for whatever reasons they have, and I'm completely fine with that, because by the end of the day, the more comfortable you are, the better you'll do too. So, but also I think part of what I do different too is I stress a lot. The more you know about your condition, the better you're going to get as well. So the first visit is a lot of teaching of why where you are now and what's going to take to get there, what happens anatomically. And so the more you know about your condition, that's the first step in healing, in my opinion.
Okay.
So you're not going to walk out of the office not knowing what's going on with your body.
Right. Y'all explain everything to them and what the process. All right. You're listening to the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Chesapeake, Big Bell Country Radio. I didn't know if it was a joke or not, and so I would ask off the air there. Put it on there. I thought that might have been an inside joke from one of your friends or something that someone just texted in, so I just didn't put that right on there. And but Garrett Pye, Nick Child here this morning with Smart Physical Therapy. And once again, your location here in Jessup, a little over a year ago, you moved to a new location. Tell us where that is.
Yes, it's 360 Peachtree Street, right across from Dr. Hendricks and Dr. Harris's office, kind of in that strip over there where Dr. Spinola and Wayne Family Practice is. I've been there about 2 years now.
Was it 2 years now? Well,
yes, it's close. It's close to 2 years now.
Okay. So. All right. And a lot of folks want to know about insurance. But how do y'all work with that?
We see all insurance types except Medicaid, unfortunately. We've tried.
But you do Medicare.
We do Medicare.
Okay.
We do Medicare.
For us senior citizens.
That's right. We do Medicare, Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare, any workman's comp, obviously, Cigna, Aetna. We do all the insurance except Medicaid.
Okay.
And usually you're seeing it with Medicaid. You're seeing at the hospital, just because it's funded by the government. We're considered a specialty for some reason on the outpatient side.
Right.
So the Medicaid is kind of, they don't do anything. I've tried, but.
Okay. But most insurance companies and Medicare. Someone just texted in, I truly believe I owe Garrett and Smart Physical Therapy for the tremendous work they've done for me after surgery. They are a first-class, top-notch group. Thanks, guys. Pastor Del Baines.
Oh, wow. That was nice of him. He's an awesome dude anyway, so I wouldn't have expected anything different.
And so a lot of good,
He actually prayed for me, too, on our ribbon cutting, so I need to give him a lot.
That's right, he did, didn't he?
I need to give him a lot of success on that as well. He played a big part in that.
Okay. All right. And so Smart Physical Therapy, located here in Jessup on Peachtree Street. When you need a physical therapist or therapy group, just give them a call. It's your choice on which therapist you go to when it comes to physical therapy. Your doctor can say, yeah, you need physical therapy, and then your choice from there.
That's right.
Good. All right. Anything else that you want to talk about this morning, Garrett?
I think that's it. If anybody else has any other questions, just give us a call at 559-2071. And thank you, Wayne County, for your support. As we grow, the more I'll support Wayne County as much as I possibly can. I love it here. I think I can't say enough good things about Wayne County personally. It's changed my life, and I'm not going to get into that, but I've been able to go in the right direction because of Wayne County and some of the teachers. And
we were talking about insurance a moment ago. Somebody wants to know if you take Ambetter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they do. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Anything else, Nick? Been quiet down there. Anything else, Nick?
That's pretty much it. Let Garrett cover all the basics. So,
I just want to add that having Nick and Clayton on board has been probably one of the better decisions I've made too. They have an extraordinary amount of care towards their patients too. So, I think the community needs to know that too.
That's Somebody great. Wants to know if needlepoint, that dry needling, will help cut down on their desire to smoke.
No, that would be awesome. I would really market that if it did. You definitely don't vape. Apparently, that's getting bad in the community.
That is getting a lot of bad press, isn't it? Yeah, that was supposed to be the alternative. Now we find out, it's not so good.
But the dry needling works on anything from headaches to. It really works well on hip, knee osteoarthritis or knee pain. And definitely back pain.
Mm-hmm. So, what kind of back pain are you talking about? See, I've got 2 bulging discs, 3 and 4, and they kill me half the time. I've had epidural, cortisone, years of therapy, and I still hurt like I don't know why.
A lot of times you gotta. It works on any condition in the back. It just depends. If it's chronic, it works a lot better. Like I said, it kind of speeds up healing.
Mm-hmm.
So something's keeping you in an inflammatory state.
Yeah,
so,
2 bulging discs.
Yeah, we gotta get it. The more blood flow you get to that area, the more mobility you have and stuff. But it works on that. Spinal stenosis. Even if you've had surgery in the past, it does well on that as well. So
okay. Another person just texted in. Garrett is a great therapist from, I think it's Tabitha, if I read it correctly.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I appreciate that, Tabitha. That's that's definitely nice, guys.
Yes, sir. If this was some sort of website type thing where people go onto your site and rate, from 0 to 5 stars, you're getting all 5 stars this morning there at Smart Physical Therapy there, Garrett.
Well, like I said, I appreciate that. I'm never complacent, so I do my best, and I'm thankful for those that has had a good experience.
All right. I'm having trouble with some of these texts this morning here, and trying to read them and then them popping up. But I just missed that one right there. It was a condition, fibro something. I couldn't read it all. If you could help with that.
Fibromyalgia?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the research shows basically the best thing for that is aerobic exercise.
Aerobic exercise?
Aerobic exercise.
Okay.
Losing a little bit of weight probably, but we all need that. I need that. I don't know about that, but
you
that's
need
just
to lose
what
weight. You look buff there,
that's
Gary.
just what that's just what I read on in research. But definitely aerobic exercise that helps a lot with fibromyalgia. So swimming, power walking, cycling, proper stretches. But yes, we treat that.
Okay. I think that's fibro. It doesn't look like it's FIBONACCI. Did they spell that correctly, or am I reading that correctly? My eyes are not the best in the world.
Yeah, I've never.
Can you read that? No. They could have just been one of them things where you talking to your phone and it just you prints anything up.
Yeah, don't text and drive. Talk to text.
I'm sure everybody's pulled over, whether at home or in their office. I'm sure there's nobody out there that's texting and driving, listening to the world famous Butch and Bob Show. We have responsible listeners, and then we know they all pull over when they get ready to text in here to the show. Isn't that right, Bob?
You say so.
Hey.
Where in the world are these texts going? I've never had this much problem with.
That's probably my luck.
No, it's just. Yeah, it says sorry, spell check kicking in. So it was fibromyalgia. See, I knew it was. I've gotten texts from people before, and I'll look. What?
That's right.
And then they'll send back, sorry.
Every time I voice text, it says exactly the wrong thing. So
yeah, well, maybe it's our accents here.
But if you have any more questions, by all means, call and ask for.
All right, what's the phone number at Smart Physical Therapy, Garrett?
It's 559-2071.
Let me write that down just in case. 559
2071.
2071. And they're located on Peachtree Street, that medical complex center over there behind the hospital on Peachtree Street.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else from you, Nick, over there? Anything at all?
I mean, Garrett said it all.
Garrett said it
all. Fortunate thing, I'm very lucky as a new starting therapist is I'm on my 4th year, but being in a clinic with Garrett and Clayton, I get to work a lot on my manual skills like Garrett touch base. We focus a lot on hands-on therapy. So I'm getting to learn from the best, I really feel like.
Okay,
so
well, good.
That's the fortunate thing about having 3 therapists in the clinic is we all get to butt heads and especially if one of us gets stuck.
Y'all do a lot of butt heading down there, don't you?
Right. Very much so. We have rather large heads. But
two heads are better than one.
Yes, sir. We put those therapist brains together and come up with the best solution for a person's problem.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, you gentlemen have a great day. And we got Nick Child and Garrett Pye in here from Smart Physical Therapy here in Jessup. And also, where else?
Waycross and Baxley.
Waycross and Baxley. We got listeners in both counties. So y'all take care. Have a good day.
Yes,
Bob, have a good day. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. We'd love to let you know that coming up in a couple of minutes down there at the Wayne County Courthouse, down at the Wayne County Courthouse, they will have that special 9/11 ceremony starting in just a couple of minutes here down there at the Wayne County Courthouse. Still time for you to swing by and participate in that 30-minute ceremony. They'll have honoring the fallen and the survivors of 9/11. And so that's at the Wayne County Courthouse on Brunswick Street in downtown Jessup, starting about right now and going on to around 9 o'clock. 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, world famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Nips Car Wash, located on Highway 301 South, just past McDonald's on the left-hand side. And they got that new laser-guided car wash that's, laser guided, so it makes sure that it cleans your car the way it's supposed to, or truck or SUV. And they got 2 self-service bays. Nips Car Wash on Highway 301 South, just past McDonald's on the left-hand side, and by Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup. And coming up in about 15 to 20 minutes, we're going to give away 2 more sets of 4 tickets. Jonathan gave away 2, and I'm going to give away 2 sets of 4 tickets to this Saturday's Georgia Tech Citadel football game there at historic Bobby Dodd Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This Saturday, kickoff is at 12:30. Your chance to see a great college football game there in Atlanta this Saturday, and we'll give those tickets away in the next 15 to 20 minutes. It is 8:30. Let's check in the latest news from Fox News Radio.
We were attacked 18 years ago this hour. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
The second explosion in building number 2. Unknown if it's an explosion that actually hit the building.
Well, that's the moment the second plane hit the second Twin Tower in New York City. Oscar Odom was a first responder.
The next thing you know, with people just running all over the place, fumes all in the air, and it was just like pandemonium, and he was trying to figure out what was going on.
Well, 46 minutes from now, there will be a moment of silence marking the first plane strike.
There will be 5 additional moments of silence here, honored here at the ceremony today. 2 for when the 2 towers were hit, 2 for when the towers fell, and also 1 for when Flight 93 crashed in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, and for the attack on the Pentagon.
Fox's Brian Yennis at Ground Zero. Nearly 3,000 people were murdered that day. The day after President Trump fired John Bolton, who insists he quit. The search is on for a new national security advisor, and Iran is happy about that. Fox's Simon Owen explains live.
Dave, Iran's president saying the U.S. should distance itself from warmongers following John Bolton's departure, but Hassan Rouhani saying Iranian resistance to U.S. pressure and any possible negotiations between the country's leaders will continue until the Trump administration lifts sanctions. Bolton's exit welcomed by Iran's foreign minister Mohammad Javad Zarif, describing the former national security advisor as a B-team henchman and the warmonger-in-chief. Dave?
Simon, 2 Republicans have been elected to Congress in North Carolina.
Tonight is testament to the fact that that Donald Trump remains very popular in North Carolina.
Dan Bishop narrowly beat Democrat Dan McCready in a special election after the 2018 vote was voided because of fraud. Greg Murphy won the other House race. And New England Patriot Antonio Brown's been sued by a former trainer accused of sexual assault. Brown denies it. The Patriots say the NFL's investigating. America's listening to Fox News.
You're listening to WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Big Dog Country. Butch Hubbard here with you here on this Wednesday morning, 9/11. And coming up in just a little bit, I'll be playing Alan Jackson's song from the 2001 CMA Awards in Nashville in 2001 after 9/11. It was the first time he sang the song, Where Were You? And I will be playing that performance here on the air in just a few minutes here on 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. All right, let's see here. Coming up next here on the Big Dog, we're going to take a look at your official weather forecast for Wayne and surrounding counties. And then after that, we got a very special person we're going to talk to right here. He's over there with his cup of coffee, just grinning and laughing. He's having a good time here being on the show, and we'll have him on the air in just a few moments here on 105.5 FM.
There's only one South Georgia Ford dealer with over 600 new Ford F-150s and new Super Duties on the ground. Better get to Baxley and Woody Folsom Ford. Man, you can buy a new F-150 XLT for up to $13,000 off MSRP if you're a Farm Bureau member and finance with Ford. Or choose 0% for 72 months.
Get up to $3,500 off sticker on Ford Super Duties. Talk to Kevin and the Ford team about that free lifetime powertrain warranty. It rocks.
WoodyFolsomFord.com. Better get to Baxley and get much more truck for your truck bucks.
Save big bucks on your trucks at Woody Folsom Ford. And hey, get tickets and info about the Alma Lions Club Big Buck Contest. Coming October 19th at Morris Johnson Stadium from any Alma or Baxley Lions Club member. Only one Ford dealer's got your best Ford deal. And he's Woody Folsom Ford. Better get to Baxley and get you one.
Okefenokee Rural Electric Membership Corporation is celebrating 80 years of service and invites all consumer members to attend the annual meeting at 10 a.m. on Saturday, September 14th. The meeting will be held at Brantley County High School. Celebrate your co-op, enjoy refreshments, entertainment, and get safety ID cards for the kids. Registration opens at 8:30 a.m. All registered members will be eligible to win door prizes, including 2 $500 grand prizes. The OREMC annual meeting, Saturday, September 14th at Brantley County High School.
Stop creditor harassment today. Stop the worry of a pending repossession, garnishment, or foreclosure. Contact the Bankruptcy Group, attorney R. Flake Cabinet, for an experienced assessment of your financial situation. They have locations in Brunswick, Hazelhurst, and now Jessup. They are a debt relief agency. They help people file for bankruptcy relief. Contact legal assistant Tanya Blanton at 912-375-5620. 375-5620 to set up your free consultation. Let the Bankruptcy Group do the worrying for you. Now serving Jessup.
835, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. Let's take a look at that official weather forecast for you for Wayne and surrounding counties. Mostly sunny today. Another very warm day today here in southeast Georgia. High today of around 92 degrees. Around 92 for the high today. Yesterday was around 93, so just in the same area. And tonight, a variable cloudiness. Low tonight of 71. Thursday, tomorrow, sunny, high of 91. Then football Friday, sunny with a high of 89. The Altamaha River level is at 3 feet and steady, currently 75 degrees here in southeast Georgia. Had a high tide not that long ago, but it's slowly starting to go out right now. Low tide there at Jekyll and St. Simon's around 1 o'clock, so you'll be able to see a lot of that turned over ship over there if you head over there at low tide at 1 o'clock. And then high tide later on this afternoon around 7:20, sunset at 7:38. And that is your official weather forecast for Wayne and surrounding counties right here on Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. All right, coming up soon, we'll give away those 2 sets of 4 tickets to this Saturday's Georgia Tech Citadel Bulldogs game up in Atlanta at Bobby Dodd Stadium. We'll do that in just a little while right here on 105.5 FM. But right now, as we have pretty much every single Wednesday for the last several weeks, we've got Alan Anderson in here this morning from Sea Island Web Design. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, let me get your mic on there. Up. There we go. Say it again.
I'll say it again.
Say it again.
Good morning, Butch.
Yeah, good morning, Alan. So tell us what's going on with Sea Island Web Design. Sea Island Web Design is a company that you need to go to design your website. They're located right here in Wayne County. So tell us about it.
Butch, things are going great now that I've had my heart test this week. I'm back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle and back in here in the studio in your Hawaiian shirt.
Always glad to be here with you. Yeah, and my Hawaiian
One of your Hawaiian shirts, yeah.
I want to give a quick shout out to one of your clients who loves you, Butch. We just finished a big website for Hinesville Home Center. And I noticed they advertise with you, so we're so glad to partner with them, too, on a website. And they've got a bunch of beautiful homes out there, and really enjoyed.
Now you work with a lot of businesses in the area with their websites, right?
We really do, Butch. We've been very fortunate. And last week, boy, we had a game changer with you.
With us.
I announced on the air.
Okay, go ahead.
Man, this guy, y'all, is a headline. By the way, Butch gives official weather radio forecast. A lot of his competition are unofficial. I've heard it, Butch.
Well, I get it directly from NOAA, the National Weather Center in Jacksonville, and that's who we get it from here in Wayne County, the EMA office. If you go in there and they're checking the weather, that's who they're talking to down there in Jacksonville. So many of these other weather forecasts that people get are either from Charleston or Atlanta or Nashville or somewhere like that. And this is the official weather forecast.
That's what I like about yours. Okay. Last week, Butch, I announced. And I thought it would be pretty good. Had no idea. We have decided to start looking out for smaller businesses, new startups, don't have any money. Hey, I've been there before. And so we announced that we were building a whole new division of websites for $8.99. That's a complete, good-looking, clean website.
Where was that one? I got my website a couple of years ago, $199 for a website.
Yeah, I've had 2 or 3 people ask me that. Your website's so big, I could have even...
Ours is more in-depth.
Okay. Yours...
At BigDogCountry.com.
Oh, boy. It's a great way. You all have a great website. But, yes, this is for startups, small business. They want a presence. And I thought we would get a few phone calls, Butch. We had 3 times the calls that I had projected, and I got to give you credit because I announced it here first. So $8.99, we will do a complete site for you. We don't leave any stones unturned. It's not as big a site as our what we call our professional gold websites, but it functions great. It'll do all the same things in a little bit smaller form. So people, I don't know how long we're going to do this, Butch, because we got a lot more calls than we thought.
Yeah,
so,
every business organization, church, nonprofit, they need a good functioning website. Do not depend upon social media. That is not a very I won't go into it, but you need a professional website that anybody anywhere can get to, and it's dependable, reliable, and you've got control of the contents.
Exactly right. It's I'll say it for you. It's face crap. Is the way I see it. But now it's parts of it I really like, parts of it I don't. But a website, like you said, you can control it yourself, and we will help you. And, boy, the successes that we see, Butch, of people who get a website, they're surprised at how much more business they get.
Oh, yeah. And there's no way in the world that I would pay those Silicon Valley left coast companies any money at all. If I was a business, I wouldn't send that money out there to the Mark and the gang out there.
That.
You know,
yeah.
We know what they support and all that.
That's right.
So, get your own website with a local company here, and it can be more effective than that.
Yeah.
Than the other stuff.
So if they want to reach me, Butch, to
How
call,
do they do it there, Alan?
They can call me 912-424-7113. They can also use email Alan, A-L-L-A-N.
A-L-L-A-N.
Alan at seaislandwebdesign.com. They can go to my website, seaislandwebdesign.com, or they can message me. Alan Anderson.
Alan Anderson?
On Facebook. Just give me a message, but we would be more than happy. I'm in business for the small business owner because that's what I are.
Okay. Alan Anderson here from Sea Island Web Design, located here in Wayne County. They have free consultation. He'll be glad to sit down and talk with you about a type of web page he can design for you, a website he can design for you to make your business more noticeable, more profitable. And also, if you're just an organization or church, a nonprofit, it's good to have that good website also. Well, Alan, we're out of time.
Hey, listen, I've enjoyed it again. I'll be back.
See you next Wednesday.
I'll be here, buddy.
All right. 842, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. Remember, coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to give away those 2 sets of 4 free tickets to this Saturday's Georgia Tech Citadel Bulldogs game in Atlanta, kickoff at 12:30. And I'm also going to play Alan Jackson's performance at the 2001 CMA Awards, Where Were You? That was the first time any of us had heard that song, and we were just floored by his performance on that. Right now, it's time for Focus on the Family Commentary, brought to you by Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC here in Jessup.
Buying a car can be overwhelming and sometimes stressful, even on top of a busy life already. How do you take the stress out of buying a car? I'm Chad Neesmith, and you should come to Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jessup, where we have a proven hassle-free buying experience, where you get the best deal from people that treat you like family. We strive to be a dealership that honors God in every sale. So we ask you to come out to Jessup, Georgia, and try our hassle-free buying experience, and drive away in the vehicle that both fits your needs and your budget. At Neesmith, you know you'll be treated right no matter what price range vehicle you want. We treat all our customers the way we would want to be treated, making sure everyone is treated like an honored guest in our home every time, without fail, no exceptions. So if you want the best deal on your next new or used vehicle, make the short drive to Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jessup, or visit us online at neesmithjessup.com. You'll be glad you did. Chevy, find new roads.
Hey guys, if I asked you to tell me about your favorite hobby or sport, how long do you think it would take? You could probably talk to me for hours going on and on about your favorite athlete or the mountains of data analyzed to win your fantasy football league. You might be able to tell me anything I'd ever want to know about comic books, rock climbing, or rebuilding cars. But what if I asked you to tell me about your wife? How long would that take? Would you have a lot of praise and unique things to share, or would you run out of things to say in about 30 seconds? The truth is, we give our attention to things that matter to us the most. So if you'd have a hard time saying something insightful or meaningful about your wife, maybe it's time for you to discover more about her. Guys, as you're striving to be an expert in one area or another, let your wife be at the top of your list. Work as hard at learning about her as you do your favorite hobby or the sports team you follow. Learn her love language. Remember her likes and dislikes and take note of the little quirks that make her uniquely her. Or try this. Ask her questions about her dreams or her biggest fears. Then sit back and listen closely. Your wife is a bottomless well of discovery. If you'll take a little time and dig, there's always something more to know about who she is. Become an expert in understanding and cherishing your wife. For Focus on the Family, I'm Jim Daly.
Focus on the Family commentary brought to you by your hometown new and used car dealership, Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC here in Jessup. We've got the best and most country music coming your way starting at 9 a.m. right here on 105.5 FM. And Braves baseball tonight here on the Big Dogs. They try to bounce back from last night's loss to the Phillies. Taking on the Phillies again tonight up in Philadelphia. The game right here on 105.5 FM. Time now is 8:45. Let's find out what's happening here in our state of Georgia. State news in 2 minutes.
Join Southeast Georgia Health System for our registered nurse hiring event on Wednesday, September 18th from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at our Brunswick campus. Enjoy a free smoothie while you learn about the benefits of joining our nursing family, including competitive salaries, sign-on bonuses for select positions, relocation reimbursements for eligible candidates, and opportunities to grow in your career. We have several openings available in medical, surgical areas, including orthopedics and oncology, as well as positions in maternity, emergency services, long-term care, and more. Discover your future at Southeast Georgia Health System. Make an appointment or walk into our Brunswick campus Wednesday, September 18th. Call 912-466-3115. or email nurserecruiter@sghs.org to learn more.
And then along came Walker Jones. Ram Power Days are back at Walker Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram just in time for football season. And that means your perfect tailgate vehicle is here at an incredible price. Get 0% for 60 months and up to $6,500 in rebates on select 2019 Ram 1500 Bighorns. Reference stock number 403330. Up to $4,500 in savings on the 2020 Ram Bighorn. Reference stock number 403369. Touchdown! Or choose Team Jeep and score super savings on anything in the Jeep lineup. Incredible savings across the scoreboard during Ram Power Days at Walker Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Hey, this is Tommy Wagner. Come on down and see us at Walker Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, home of the lifetime warranty. I said lifetime.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Ends 9/30/19.
Get the best deal from Walker Jones.
I'm Matt Cook with the Georgia News Network. So there was no loss of life in the cargo ship accident near St. Simons and Jekyll Islands on Sunday, but now the work begins to protect the environment from oil and fuel spills and, of course, to get the 650-foot-long ship out of the channel. Coast Guard officials don't have many answers yet, but they say they're working with salvage experts to figure out how to remove the ship. Commander Norm Whip with the Coast Guard says this is a challenging case.
We have salvage to deal with on a large vessel. We have pollution mitigation efforts ongoing, and there's some waterways and port operations issues as well.
They also say they're trying to reopen the port to limited traffic by maybe tomorrow. They say getting the ship out could take weeks, if not months. A private massage in Atlanta, or was it? GNN's Mark Woolsey reports.
Kishana Jenkins says she was about to start getting dressed after a massage at the Art of Healing studio earlier this year. That's when she says she noticed a camera in the ceiling partially covered by a towel. She says she confronted the owner and he took it down. Now, Jenkins is now suing in Fulton County State Court. Her attorney saying the studio was obliged to provide an area without recording devices. But Atlanta police say the camera wasn't plugged in or recording. No criminal charges have been filed in the case. The AJC reports the studio didn't respond to their inquiries. I'm Mark Woolsey, GNN News.
One teacher at a Cobb County high school has been arrested. Another has been suspended for now after being accused of having an inappropriate relationship with the student. Police said Dominique Evans was a drama teacher at Campbell High School. He's been charged by Smyrna police now with solicitation of sodomy and obscene telephone calls to a minor. The other teacher is just under investigation at this point. The incident was reported by a parent of a teenage boy involved. Continuing news updates, I'm Matt.